What's up, guys? It's Jeff from Mid-South Men's Health Organization, otherwise known as Save Deez Nuts. We're here today just to recap a little bit of what we got going on in April, what we have coming up in May, and then to touch on a few important issues. So just to recap what we've talked about, I think in our first episode, we have the Hub Fest coming up in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Super stoked about that, April 1st. After that, we have the Overton Square Crawfish Festival, our favorite festival, first festival we ever did. After that, we have the Southern Hot Wing Festival downtown. Huge crowds, always hot, always a blast. Hopefully we'll get down in the bottom this year and not way up on top of Confederate Hill. And then we have, what is the last one? Oh yeah, Inman Park Festival at the end of April, which is in Atlanta, Georgia. One thing we wanted to hit on, hopefully for any of you guys that are watching, I know we have a bunch of people that follow us that are not from the Memphis area, but we're trying to find an event in May to do that's not the Memphis in May or Beale Street Music Festival, the Barbecue Festival, and all that stuff. There's 901 Fest that they're doing at the end of May this year instead of the Sunset Symphony, which we may do, I'm not sure, but we were looking for something that's out of town mid-March, mid-April, mid-May. So if any of you guys out there that follow us from Las Vegas to Minnesota to up the East Coast and down south, if you know something going on in your town and you'd like to see Save Deez Nuts out there next to the lady that sells the ranch dressing dip and the fake sterling silver jewelry, let us know. We'll go set up down there, come out and say hi. Also, we're booking a couple of cool things coming up in June. We're trying to get out to Chicago, Illinois. Go see our buddy Paulie Fink, who did the Save Deez Nuts track for us. Once again, you can check that out on SoundCloud, Save Deez Nuts. We're kind of thinking about it right now because we were just sending some video to the guys to finish up on the production for the video for the Save Deez Nuts video. I don't know if that made sense or not, I'm not sure, but they're finalizing the video production right now, which Nick, who's not in the video, is actually sitting in the other side of the room, and he is trying to compress a zip file of some of the live footage we did from the festival where Paulie was actually doing the song live. So we're working on that. We've got two festivals. One of them is the Randolph Street Festival in Chicago, and then the other one is the Division Street Festival in Chicago. They happen about a week apart. We can't do both of them. If anybody out there knows anything about Chicago and knows the Division Street Festival or knows the Randolph Street Festival, hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook. Let us know what you think of either one of them and which one maybe we should go to, because we really don't know. If we do the Division Street Festival, that goes on at the same time that the Memphis Italian Festival goes on here, so we would have to miss that. So we kind of want to do the Italian Fest, and that would leave us only for the Randolph Street Fest. I don't know. I'm leaning towards the Division Street Festival. We're not sure, but if anybody has any ideas or knows anything about either one of them, please let us know, because we don't know. We've never been there before. Let's see, what else do we have? I don't know. We'll only go as far as June. We got some stuff cooking for July, and of course in August we have our Bowling for Balls, for testicular cancer, which leads us into actually our more serious thing. 3 years ago we did Bowling for Balls, and the beneficiary of that was Mario Hernandez, who was going through, he had cancer at the time, and we were helping him through with some of his expenses while he was doing that and going through chemotherapy. Everything came back clean. He went through chemo. He's been good up until I heard from him the other day, and his cancer has returned and not in the same spot. So we want to wish Mario all the best. If any of you guys that watch this are friends with Mario Hernandez, because I know he follows us on all the social media sites, but we just wanted to wish him the best and let him know that everybody out there is thinking about him. My brother Nick is going to try and start up a GoFundMe page to kind of help him through it. I believe in the next month he is going to have surgery. He's a young dude too. He's only 37, and he's already gone through, 2 years worth of treatments, and he's been cool for the last couple of years, but then it's returned now in a totally different spot. So everybody think about him, and let him know, like I said, if you see him post on this video or whatever, just send him a heads up and say, hey man, we got your back, because that's what we're here for. Just let everybody know that you're not alone, and there's other people out there that are thinking about you. So Mario, we're with you. And that's all we have for today. Send a shout out to our cousin Matt Bradshaw. I guess has watched the video too, but by the way, it's not Wayne's World 2 because there was already a Wayne's World 2. So we'd have to be filming Wayne's World 3, which we're doing, and we'll get you an outro of me being a jackass, like doing a little skateboard and a couple of ollies. Yeah, exactly. So we're in Hot Tub Time Machine 4. So Matt, have a good time. And you know what, Matt Bradshaw, why don't you send us some events that are going on in the great state of Rhode Island? We'd love to come up there, make the drive. We were looking at some stuff in New York, but I mean, hell, if we're going that far, we might as well. How far away is Rhode Island from New York? 4 hours? I mean, if we're going 22 hours to New York, we'll make the extra 4 for you. So whenever you're ready for us to come up there and do an event, save these nuts in your hometown, where does Matt live? Is it in
North Kingston?
Cranston?
North Kingston.
Pawtucket?
North Kingston.
North Kingston. What's up? We'll be in North Kingston. Whenever you're ready for us, let us know, Matt. All right, until next time, peace out.
Who gives a fuck about your husband?